Yes, sorry that video got stopped due to some technical issues. We'll continue. Yeah, so that is what I was saying, that when you are doing this work yourself, make sure you're doing it much more, in a fine way than I'm showing. And not necessarily you need to copy each and every part. Copy the basic animation, copy all the steps, do all the steps as I'm showing, but not necessarily you need to copy each and every thing. For example, you can draw any other type of character, you can draw any other type of background. Okay, but copy these steps that I'm showing. One, that the character should be revolving from this right hand side to the left side. These kind of shapes you can copy, but not necessarily you need to copy each and every color, drawing everything like what I am doing. Okay, so you can use your own imagination, your own creativity while doing this. So this is the one thing that you need to do. Once this is done, the last step, what I want you guys to do, and we are introducing a new thing. I mean, we are doing a new thing for this. We have not done this before, is the camera tool. So in Adobe Animate, the 2020-21 version, and this is not available in the old versions, all right? So that is why I have told you in the first class to use try to use the same version that I am using, because it will be easier for you guys to follow. So for this newer versions, the camera option is available. Before, what we used to do is for giving a camera angle to the animation, we used to take the animation to the, after doing in the animation in Animate, we used to take it to After Effects and give the camera settings. Now the basic camera, yes, we still do certain things in After Effects, and maybe in the next animation I will show you some of it. If you want, you can do, or else you can do it in Animate only. But some basic options we can apply for the camera options, we can apply in Animate itself. So it's quite easy. There is a camera symbol at the top in the timeline. You can see that we can add camera, right? If you're adding camera, the first option will come, the first layer, it will come. Okay, so now you can see this over here. You can zoom in, zoom out. All right, the camera will actually try to control the scene. Okay, and we can adjust the layers, the movement of the layers, etc. For the camera, and we can lock any layer if you want. For example, we can lock all the layers. So if we are doing this, the camera won't apply itself over any of these layers. If you want, you can just lock few of the layers, and the camera will only work on the rest. Here you can see for the standing man, the sky, the sun, all these things, the camera is not moving, it's not applying itself, right? So these are the options in which we can work on the camera. So now what we will do, we will control the movement. Now what happens is when we are moving, for example, you are moving, you are traveling on a car, right? And you are looking outside the window. What you will see, the things which are near to you, understand this very properly, the things which are near to you moves faster than the things which are far away from you. So if you're traveling in a car, the road will be moving in the opposite direction very fast than the mountains at far away distance, right? So in this scene, the grass will be moving faster than these mountains at the back. Okay, so what we will do is we are going to adjust that, and we are going to adjust it via layer depth. All right. So the layer depth will open a new window over here. If it is not available in this side panel, you can go to the window and click on layer depth. All right. So in layer depth, each of this have, so you can see this is the camera point. All right. So if I am actually moving the grass, it is moving nearer to the camera, right? You can see this red line moving nearer to the camera. And if I'm giving a positive value, it is moving far away from the camera. Okay, so this is how it works. It gives a somehow a three-dimensional view to the whole animation. It won't be very much because for advanced level we need to you know, give control, I mean cameras in every single part, and we need to do it in other softwares. It won't be extremely effective, and maybe in the next animation we will learn how to control more camera with this option, with camera option. But for this one we will just try giving some basic idea. So the grass, we will give a negative value. All right, maybe 100. Okay, and the thing is, you need to keep in your mind that we need to give it in every keyframes. Okay, so this is in the first keyframe. In the last keyframe, again you need to give it -100. So whatever values you are giving, okay, you need to give it in every keyframe. So please remember this. Okay, so -100 we have given. All right, then comes the bouncing man. The bouncing man, we won't do anything because that is our main the main character, the main viewpoint, focal point of the animation. So we won't be giving any kind of depth. Oh, and one more thing is, kindly make sure you have clicked, I mean this maintain size has been clicked. All right, so the size should be maintained. Okay, so for the bouncing man, it will be 0. Next comes this character. Okay, we will be giving it a little bit because it is far away. So this will be around, let's say 200. Now it has gone behind the mountains because we have not given any value to the mountains. We will give it, don't worry, to the field. So the field will be a little bit more, maybe okay. For the man, sorry, I need to give it, let's say again, maintain size. So let's say 200. And for each of this, I need to give for the field again, maintain size. Let's give 300. For the hill, it's farther away, so maintain size. Say 1000. Okay. For the clouds, even farther away, let's say 2000. Sun, even farther away, say 2500. Sky, even farther away, let's say 5000. Field I have given 300, right? Then size, fill I have given 1000, I think. Cloud I have given 2000. Sun I have given 500. Sky I have given 5000. Yeah, there might be some problem over here, but generally it will work like this only. Um, right, so this is I'm just deleting all these all these numbers because there were some issues. There was some little problem somewhere. So I'm just deleting all these numbers. Um, we can do it. So just press. Okay, so this is how the camera thing works basically. Try doing it. If there is any issues, if there is any problem, don't worry about it. We will be, I mean, doing the camera thing separately in the next animation. We will be continuing to do the camera work. In that, we'll concentrate on doing the camera work. So for this animation, I need, let's say without the camera, all the other things to be done as I have shown you properly. Okay, if you are applying the camera, make sure you are putting the value properly and it's done accordingly like I have shown. Okay. Yeah, so this part, just do it until this part. All right, if you can apply the camera settings properly, you can do, or else just forget about it. We will be doing camera settings separately. So your final animation for this one should be this output. Okay. The main focus is on the bouncing man. And if I'm just giving a revise, this has been the animation for the bouncing man, right? Keep all these things in your library. So if you are saving it, it's saved in as your library as a symbol in the library. Make sure you have all those animation in the symbols, not on the scene. So this has been the animation for this character, and this is the main focus of the animation. Next is the background. Okay, make sure the background is drawn properly. No need to copy exactly what I have drawn. You can have your own background. Then the standing man, as I have shown, to use the frame picker, and this option is very important. This frame picker option is very important. Maybe in the next class, for the next animation, we will be learning. Maybe in the next animation or after that, we will be learning to do the lip sync. Okay, while you are talking, how your mouth will move. For lip syncing, basically frame picker is an extremely important option. Okay, so even we can use this kind of very small subtle movements in animation in the background, where we don't need to do a lot of work, because that's in the background. We don't want to focus on it. Okay, so for this animation especially, the focus is on this central character, right? There might be some changes in the background, there might be some little animation going on in the background, but don't worry about it. We will keep the work very minimum for all those for those background characters or background movements or animation, right? So we can use this kind of frame picker option here, so the work becomes much more easier. Okay, there are other lot of things that we can do in here. We can have the sun move, like in the first animation we have done. We can have a little glow around the sun, right? Using some lines, we can have a little glow around the sun. Also, we can make these clouds move. Similarly, in the last animation we have done, moving the clouds. We can have more elements on the grass, on the ground, etc. I didn't do all those detailing, but I hope, I expect when you are doing, you have more time, right? You are having 3 hours time to complete complete each of these classes and the tasks. So have more detail. Your marks will vary upon the few things. First is how properly you are doing the animation. Like for example, here in this animation, the main focus is on the bouncing man, right? Then the standing man over here, then the movement of the background. So how properly they were doing all this animation. That is the number one thing that we need to, I will see in your, while you are sending me the files. Second is how much detailing you are doing. If it is very plain, if it is not drawn properly, if it's very roughly drawn, not colored properly, then your marks will come down. So have more detail, all right? 4 animations we will have at the end of the semester, 4 complete animation like this. And all those things, all those 4 animations, you can actually show as your demo reel. That means if you are applying for a job in a company, you can show all these 4 animations. So make sure they are up to the standard, up to the mark. Okay. I'm just giving you ideas about the techniques, about some of the creative portions, but mostly you have to figure it out yourself. What else you can add? What else in the foreground, in the over this field or the grass, etc., you can add to make it look more interesting. Okay, so that is up to you, and use your imagination, use your creativity to work on it. Remaining the techniques, just follow whatever techniques I'm showing you and it will be done. Okay, and just to show you how to save, save as, if you're just saving it, it will save in the FLA mode. That means in the animate mode. That means here save as, it will be saved as an animate document, FLA. When you are sending me the files, I want everyone's file in the .fla format. Okay, I want, again, I'm repeating, I want everyone's file in this format, .fla format. Okay, my animate is a recent one, is a updated one. So whatever version you will send me, I will be able to open it. Any other format than .fla format, I will not accept. So please, after completing animation, send your files to your class monitor. Your class monitor at the end of this week will be sending me all your files, and all your files should be in the animate document, .fla format. All right, so you can save this. And for exporting, just you can export to movie or video and media. Here is the render size, okay, width and height, because I have done it in this 640 into 480. They will show you the size. Entire movie, yes. When scene 1 is basically when we are doing multiple scene, we are not doing a multiple scene, we are just having one scene, right? So H264 is basically MP4 format, and it will play in most of the media player, and then your output where you will be able to save it. Okay, so while after completion, you can just export, but only export after completing all your portions of the animation. Okay, that will export as one single file. But no need to send me the MP4 format, just send me the .fla format. Okay, I should open it in Flash. So yeah, so make sure you have completed this animation by the end of this week. As I said, add more detailing to it, do the animation properly. Camera settings, I just showed you, but we will be doing camera setting because I think we need a single animation in different variations to do the camera settings. So if you are applying camera settings for your, for your testing, you can do it, or else we leave it. We will learn camera settings in a new animation, maybe in the next project. Okay, so the next week we are going to start another animation, completely new one. This work should be completed by the end of this week and send it to me. Class monitors, kindly collect all the students' work, maybe by Friday, okay, or by Saturday. All right, so by Saturday, kindly collect all the students' work. So by 15th, by 14th Saturday, I should receive all your works via WeTransfer. Your class monitors kindly send me all the works via WeTransfer to my mail ID, not in Botim, not in Zangi app or anything, to my mail ID in WeTransfer, and all the students' files should be in FLA format. If anyone is missing to give the file by 14th to the class monitor, don't bother, don't send me letter in separately, sir, I forgot, all those things. Okay, give your file to your class monitor within 14, so your class monitor can send me all the files together. Okay, so follow the video step by step properly. It's a simple one, not a very complex one, so I think it will be done properly. And I will send you the file also, the work file also, so you can actually see it if it is required. And see you guys in the next week.